And what did June think about the self-evaluation?
He thought it would be difficult,
Mm-hmm.
but it turned out to be fun and easy.
Right. Why did June answer that he has fun at school?
Because he liked his classes and he had a lot of friends.
Mm-hmm. Does June think his teacher is always hard on him?
No.
Mm-hmm. Why doesn't June think Mr. Song is hard on him?
True, Mr. Song often punishes him, but he knows he is trying to teach him a lesson.
Right. Mr. Song is trying to teach him a lesson. And what did Soo-hong ask?
Soo-hong asked, "What's the meaning of the word conflicts, Mr. Song?"
What did Soo-hong mutter to himself?
"My mom and dad do not get along well these days."
Why is June happy?
Because his mom and dad are devoted to each other.
Good. What did June hope for Soo-hong?
He hopes Soo-hong's parents will sort out their problems.
Mm-hmm. What did Gino lose?
Gino had lost his boomerang.
Who found it?
Tae-woo found it.
What happened when Gino asked for the boomerang back?
Gino asked Tae-woo to give it back, but Tae-woo refused. Finders keepers, they started quarreling.
What did Tae-woo say, refusing to give the boomerang back to Gino?
Finders keepers.
What did Bong-soo whisper to Tae-woo?
He whispered, "Shh. This is a secret between you and me. I smear snot on the boomerang. You don't like snot, do you?"
So what does Tae-woo's respond?
Tae-woo looked at the boomerang and made a face.
What is the expression on Bong-soo's face?
He had a naughty grin on his face.
Right. Was there really knot on the boomerang?
No.
No, there wasn't. Why did Bong-soo say the boomerang had knot on it?
He just made up a story to trick Tae-woo.
Okay, let's go to lesson 3. Why is Mi-jin's grandmother in the hospital?
Mi-jin's grandmother hurt her arm and was hospitalized.
When Mi-jin visited her grandmother, what did she tell her grandmother about?
Mi-jin visited her as often as possible and told her about what happened at school.
What did Sumi ask Mr. Song?
She asked, "Do they have a TV in each of the hospital rooms?"
What did Sumi suggest to help Mi-jin's grandmother?
She suggested, "How about showing Mi-jin's grandmother a movie then?"
What's the problem with showing Mi-jin's grandmother a horror movie?
Because what if she faints?
Right. What's the problem with showing Mi-jin's grandmother a comedy?
What if she laughs so hard that she stops breathing?
What did Jiwon suggest?
Jiwon suggests, "How about a cartoon movie then?"
It's funny. Why might Mi-jin's grandmother not like a cartoon movie?
Cartoons are childish.
Why were the students happy?
Because they could express their own ideas and opinions.
Exactly. Okay, lesson 4. Where did the class go on their field trip?
They went to an ecological park in Seoul.
How was the weather today?
Chilly in the morning. The sunlight was nice and warm.
Right, but got nice and warm in the afternoon. What did the students see in the park?
They saw different kinds of trees and watched different kinds of birds.
What activity did the students do after learning about the frog?
They also folded pieces of paper into the shape of frogs.
Right. What did the students do at noon?
They spread mats on the ground, sat down, and ate lunch.
What did June say is the best food for picnics?
He said kimbap is the best food for picnics.
Why were some of the kids scolded?
Some kids were scolded for yelling and screaming.
What time did they go home?
Around 3 o'clock, they left the park for home.
What is June also happy about?
He didn't have to go to the private institute.
Right. Okay, let's open your book to lesson 1 of book 3. How long had June had a stomachache?
He've had a little stomach ache for a couple of days.
Who did June go to see both yesterday and today?
He went to the school nurse yesterday and today.
When June has a stomachache, can he study well in class?
No, he can't. He can't concentrate.
Right. Why didn't June draw anything?
Because of his stomachache.
What did Mr. Song do?
He suddenly rubbed June's tummy and said, "My hand heals all, my hand heals all."
Who was sitting next to June?
Jiwon was sitting next to June.
Why was June laughing?
Both June and Mr. Song is so funny.
When June burst out laughing with Mr. Song and Jiwon, what happened?
The pain in his stomach had disappeared.
Right. Have you ever had a stomachache in class?
No,
Good. How did June's stomachache disappear?
the three of us, Mr. Song, Jiwon, and June burst out laughing.
What's happening in a few days?
It will be school sports day in a few days.
Who did Mr. Song pick as volunteers?
Mr. Song chose Jiwon and three other children
Why did Jiwon feel lucky?
because she hadn't done her homework.
How did Jiwon feel when she went outside?
In high spirits, she went outside.
What was the job of the volunteers?
Their job as volunteers was to just hold the poles up straight.
What game did the first graders play?
They were getting for a game throwing small balls into a basket.
Were all the balls going into the basket?
No,
No, many of the balls?
some balls went in and some missed.
Right. What happened to Jiwon during the game?
Many of the balls fell on her head.
Why did Mina complain about the volunteers' work?
She said, "I got it all over."
What does Jiwon hope?
She hoped she get another chance to volunteer.
Okay. Have you ever volunteered?
No,
What is the first thing the students did in PE class?
they all jumped rope.
Where did Sumi play after jumping rope?
She was playing on the jungle gym.
What did Bongsu call Sumi?
Bongsu called Sumi a hippo.
Although Sumi was upset, what did she think the boys wanted?
She think they just wanted to play with her.
Did Sumi play along?
Yes.
What did the boys do when Sumi pretended to fly away?
The boys were yelling and chasing after her.
Did Sumi have fun playing with the boys?
Yes.
What happened to Bongsu while he was dribbling the ball?
He was dribbling the ball. He was tackled and fell down.
What did Bongsu feel on his back?
He felt the heat of the bright spring sunlight on his back.
What urge did Bongsu suddenly have?
And then he flapped his arms.
So he had the urge to have a deep.
He had an urge to have a deep sleep.
What did Bongsu feel like doing after he stopped rolling?
When he stopped rolling, then he felt like crawling.
What did Teo shout?
Look at him, he's wriggling now like a worm.
When Bongsu picked himself up, what did he feel like doing next?
Then he felt like flying like a butterfly.
Why did Bongsu do strange things?
Because it's fun.
Good.